Welcome to the Wellness on Tap podcast with your host, Dr. Debs.
And as you know, we met at a mutual friend, Buxo, and my audience knows Buxo, at one of her events. And I was fascinated by what you're doing.
Mm.
And that's a really nice way to meet people as well, and to share the love, if you like. But you didn't start in the sort of wellness arena, did you? In a sort of mystical...
No, not at all.
You were literally very grounded. Pray tell.
So I was a civil servant for many years. I went straight out of education into the civil service, and I was there for 28 years. I was from a family of public servants, and I was brought up to work hard, get a job, work hard, get promoted, work hard, get promoted, work hard, get promoted. And that's just what I was doing. And then in 2017, I woke up one morning and read, 2016 actually, I woke up one morning and read an article about a lady that had been really successful in property. And I just thought, oh, I'd like to do that. And there'd been a lot of changes at work, and, you know, and they say when the student is ready, the master appears. So I gave up my job and went into property. There was a lady, and she was giving back to women. She'd been very successful in property, and I just thought I'd love to go on. I'd love to do that, and I couldn't do that and work at the same time. And I thought, you know, I had the opportunity to do it, so that's what I did. I gave up my job and went into property.
Wow. So as cleanly as that, you didn't study any property courses before you left?
No.
Wow. That was brave.
It was a leap of faith. And I went on to grow a portfolio, and I can look back now that I am spiritual, I can look back now and see that I was guided, see that I was nudged, see that an opportunity presented itself, and just, I didn't know at the time I was being guided, but I can look back now and say, it's so obvious, you know. So so I was guided into property, and then helped other people grow their wealth through property, in addition to growing our portfolio. And then in 2020, and then during that journey, that was then when I was given the gift of the secrets. And that was my first introduction into the law of attraction and energy, and what you put out, you get back. And,
the Rhonda Byrne book.
Yeah, absolutely. And I absolutely loved it. And from there, that was what sparked my research. And I've been thirsty for knowledge ever since, all about getting onto the right vibration and asking for what you want and being open to receiving, and, you know, removing all the blocks and just being true to yourself and finding your soul's purpose. And I've been on that journey, you know, probably since about 2017, 2018, something like that. And it's just been beautiful.
Wonderful. So do you weave that into the property, or is it a separate thing?
So I weave it into business coaching now.
Ah, okay.
So I liken my working life, my civil service life, to Battleship Grey. And I liken my life after that to living in full colour. Having found this energy work, I am definitely now living life in full colour. I'm living from my soul's purpose, from joy, and I'm now helping other people do that as well through the Universe Cafe, which I set up in 2022 as a vehicle for my coaching, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tell me then, how do you put in the manifestation into your coaching? Because that's what we're talking about here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of manifesting the things you would like in your future life.
Yeah. So I set up the Universe Cafe in 2022. Cafe meaning community, and universe, we're all connected and we're all energy. And we can do the practical side, the 3D things to grow a business, you know, and there's the planning and, you know, the having the vision and the planning and the all the things that we do, the mechanics of growing a business. But we need to engage the energetic side in order to be able to supercharge our success and supercharge, that vision to get there quicker. So the steps for me are to have that really clear vision, to know where you're going, and to really connect with it on a soul, from a soul level. A lot of the coaching that I do starts with you as the person, as the individual, because we want to have that big dream, and we want to be able to take that path. But there's so many things that can stop us, limiting beliefs, resistance, blocks. And so, number one, we need to be able to connect to our soul. And then number two, we need to be aware of the things that are stopping us. And then we need to work on those things. But we need to also ask the divine. We also need to connect to source. We are all energy. We are all connected, and we're all one. We are all one. So everything is light. Everything is energy. Our thoughts, our actions, and so to put out what you want and to do that, with intention, with soul, with direction, with meaning, to really connect with that, to really connect with our heart space. When we're coming at things from that position, there's nothing stopping us. When you can get onto the right vibration, then we're putting that vibration out, and that same vibration is coming back to us. And that's when people walk into our lives. I ask for things, I ask the divine for things, and then within, a very short space of time, somebody can come into my life that answers and provides the answer to the question that I was asking. So it's for me, business coaching and life coaching and purpose is about blending the two. It's about blending the practical and blending the spiritual as well.
Yeah, I completely agree, because I used to think, a couple of decades ago, that spirituality and religion was the same. And so I used to balk at anything, because I am not a religious person in any way, shape or form. Never have been. It's too much of for me personally, each to their own, I don't judge, But for me personally, I find it's too controlling. I see it as a constraint on my life and the way I want to live. So it doesn't work for me. And then I started to realise that I was completely wrong about religion and spirituality being the same thing. And my interpretation of it is that religion is something that is outside and you take in, and spirituality comes from inner wisdom, inner knowing.
Absolutely.
And so I would consider myself to be a very spiritual person, but still not religious.
Yeah, and I would say that I am the same. That spirituality comes from that connection to source, that connection to the divine, that connection to your higher self, to your inner knowing. We have within ourselves the answer to everything, to every question that we have. It's connecting with that. It's doing the meditation. It's sitting in silence. It's spending time with ourselves. It's connecting with our heart's purpose. It's leaning into the things that give us joy. It's leaning into the guidance that we're receiving. It's understanding when we're being guided. It's all of that. And it's being true. I think the key thing is being true to ourselves, having real integrity to ourself, our soul, our heart. And if we can live from that, if we can live from the inside out, then the world would be is a better place. Well, if you're living from the inside out, the world is definitely a better place for you, the one doing it. And, you're putting out that beautiful energy, and we impact the world around us. Yeah. So when we are giving that wonderful energy, then that's having a ripple effect, and you are impacting other people around you. So do that and ask for things at the same time, and you are receiving, you know. And so for me, I've really turned up the volume since Christmas. One of the things I've always wanted to do is Reiki. So I've been a client of Reiki before. I've experienced Reiki, but I decided last year that it was something I wanted to learn how to do. I wanted to become, I wanted to practice Reiki for me, just for me. I wanted to turn up the volume between me and the divine, between me and my higher self, between me and my guides. And so I did my level 1 Reiki in January.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I'm down to doing my level 2 in July, and I will become a Reiki master for me. And since I did that, I have been clearer on the questions that I've asked, and I have been, and definitely turned up the volume. And I am so much more open now to the guidance that I'm receiving and the nudges. And life's changed a lot for me, actually, in the last few months. Yeah.
How interesting. So I can't shift out of my head this wonderful picture that you've painted of the Battleship Grey and how many people sit in that. And most of them will never know any different.
No.
And their whole lives will be grey.
Yeah.
And that really makes my head go into a million different directions, thinking about all the potential links there with loneliness and depression and illness that comes from that, and, relationship problems, and, it goes on and on and on, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that living a life full of colour totally protects you from all of that. But if you're content within, there is less propensity for any of that to affect you, surely.
Absolutely. And what I've found sits beneath all of it is worthiness and self-worth and self-love and self-kindness. And it has to all start with that. We have to love ourselves. To be really good at manifesting, we have to love ourselves first. There has to be no blocks to that self-love. And if we can, love ourselves wholly, then we take away all the noise. We take away all the external noise, and we just do what we need to do. Just get on with it. And I have one of the things that within the last week or so I've been guided to do is to ask for help. So I've never been very good at asking for help. I've always thought I could do everything myself, but I'm running a big event in April, and the divine guided me to do it, and so I'm doing it. And now I realise I need to ask for help. So I am reaching out to people that I'm breaking down barriers. Barriers I've set up myself, barriers that I've created myself, blocks that I've created myself. I can't possibly speak to that person. They wouldn't want to speak to me. I'm reaching out to people. I'm finding ways into people that are high profile. I'm looking for high profile people to help me create impact, and I am finding a way into communicating with those people. And if it's meant to happen, then it will happen.
Absolutely.
But living a life in full colour is about living from the inside out. And the Harry Potter's wizards and muggles.
Yes.
The wizards are the ones living in full colour in my world. And the muggles are the ones that are, Battleship Grey. And the wizards can see the muggles, but the muggles can't see the wizards. So my message really is to be me. That's one thing that I've learned how to do, is just be me and know that that's okay. And that's good enough. And if people like it, great. And if they don't, that's fine as well. Just be me and talk about what I am doing and how I'm doing it. And maybe one more person might hear it that wasn't open to it before, but maybe it will be now. So it's spreading that colour. It's about reaching the people and spreading that colour, and helping people. So my goal is to help people to grow their businesses. Your business is a vehicle that will provide you with the income to then go and make the memories, live your full life, create the legacy, do the thing. And I want you to do that and enjoy the journey, but it's about being happy right now. And so it's creating a way of doing that, and creating that vehicle, and allowing that vehicle to give you joy, give you it's the vehicle for your purpose, but it also will give you what you need to live that full life.
Yeah, I love it. It makes me, nostalgic's not the right word, but it's that kind of sensation. Just takes me in a lovely place. So how then can we get these Battleship Grey people out of that? Can we?
It's one person at a time, I believe. And when I started as a coach, I hid the spiritual side of me. I thought people wouldn't like to see that. I thought I would be closing off a lot of people if I showed the spiritual side of me. So all I showed to begin with was the practical side. You grow your business like this. You know these are the different steps. And I realised it was a piece of me missing. And so I sat with it, and I was actually with a coach at the time, and she said, you just need to show all of you. You just need to be open to everything. And so the minute I started to be me, wholly me, just me, all of me, that was when the world opened to me, business opened to me. My business just seemed to flow a lot easier. And so how do we show the people that are living that Battleship Grey life how to live in full colour? Well, we show them what it's like to live in full colour by just being ourselves, by loving what we do, by being with the right people, by making the connections, creating the events, bringing people together. But they're not going to really understand it until they feel the energy.
True.
And so I bring people together physically. A lot of the work that I do is in a physical space, because whilst we can still do the work over Zoom, it's not the same, especially when you're only meeting people for the first time. You need to be in there, sitting in their aura to be able to feel it.
Yeah.
And then when they feel it, when they feel the connection and feel the energy, and it's like just drip, drip, drip. There's people that, even when I started, my family didn't know what on earth I was talking about. And now they're all on, a lot of them are on board.
Wonderful.
So it is just that, keep talking about it, keep sharing, keep showing what a wonderful, what joy it is.
Yeah, I guess that, just if you take it right down to its bare bones, the joy and the happiness is infectious, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is, yeah.
If you're living in grey, then you would crave, not everybody's, again, generalisation, but you would crave that, wouldn't you? You'd crave, for instance, Battleship Grey life, people do go on holiday.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a bit of colour.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they go back to doing what they do.
What I want, my mission, I suppose, is to show people that they have a choice. I did the same thing in the same way year after year after year, just because that was all I knew. And people don't realise that they do have a choice, and that things can be different, and they can do things differently. Very often we are guided to make a choice when something happens. It can be something terrible that happens, divorce, death, bankruptcy, whatever it is, that something like they're what I consider to be the universe giving you a real sideswipe. That's then when people go, oh, actually I need to do something different now. I need to make a different choice. But if we don't have that, then people can just go about doing the same thing in the same way year after year. But what I want to do is show people that they really can be, do and have whatever they want. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter, about your gender or your background. You literally can be, do and have whatever you want. You just need a clear vision, a plan, and you need to take the action. And the action is key, because we have to meet the universe halfway. Yeah. So people come into my community and they give up their jobs. They go wing walking. They move abroad. All the things that they've thought, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice if? Well, the wouldn't it be nice if should be happening today. It shouldn't be happening. We shouldn't be waiting for anything. We shouldn't be waiting for retirement. We shouldn't be waiting for the money to come in. We shouldn't be waiting for anything, any external force. We should be creating it ourselves right now and living our best life right now. And that is really what I want to show people, that they have a choice. Every day you get to wake up and you get to make a new choice. So we just get today. We just get now. So go and make it the best day. And I'm not waiting anymore. I've waited. I didn't even know I was waiting. Let's face it.
For sure.
Living that battleship, when I was up to that, I didn't even know. And then having now seen what it's like on the other side, I just want everybody to know what it's like on the other side, because it is amazing. And so the Universe Cafe community is for people that want to really think outside the box and do it right now. And really have that. I keep talking about this, a big dream, and it is for today. It's for now.
I mean, it's just wonderful. You said your event was in April. What date in April?
18th of April.
18th of April, so the middle of April. I'm sure we can get this podcast out so that there's some time just before that. Depends on the schedule that we've got at the moment.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to give it a bit of publicity immediately before it as well.
Yeah, and I've been guided to bring 100 women together. So I work generally with women because that's who I am connected to. That's who women are attracted into my space. So I generally work with women. I work with feminine energy. I work with creative energy. So I was guided to bring 100 women together at the Midland Hotel in Manchester for big dreams, bold decisions for women who are playing full out. And it is about whatever. I want to light that spark within people. That wouldn't it be nice if I want to set a fire to that so that they can actually put the plan in place and take the action now to make it happen now and not wait. Stop waiting. Just do it.
So how do you guide people towards manifesting? How do you teach them how to do that?
So I run a Law of Attraction cafe, and we always start with our wins. We always celebrate ourselves. We always say what we've done and, what we've achieved. So we start with our wins. We talk about why we're wonderful, just as we are. And then we look at self-kindness, how we are kind to ourselves. Then we look at self-care. What do we do for ourselves? And those 4 exercises, one after the other, and each one is a bit of a workshop. So people are writing down, what all those things. And then we talk about them and we share them in the group. And what we are doing there is raising our vibration. Yeah. We are raising our vibration. Then I will talk about manifesting. Manifesting is about getting onto the same vibration as what you want to ask for. So ask for it. Just ask for it. Be bold and ask for it. Then it's about being open to the possibility, knowing that it's possible, knowing it's possible for you, knowing it's possible for you now. And then we go straight into goals. So that's a process of about an hour. And then we go into goal setting. So you're going into goal setting knowing that thing is possible. And I get you to write down the wildest thing. So one lady wrote down that she wanted to call in another TV and production company, because she already does work with some. And within 24 hours, Warner Brothers got in touch and offered her work on a new blockbuster. So
that's pretty amazing.
That was incredible. That happened within 24 hours. I wanted to work with a lady to work with her, it was £1,000 for the day. I didn't know that when I said, yeah, I'd love to work with you. So the day after, she sent me the email saying it'll be £1,000 for the day. But as I'd left her, I got all excited, and I phoned the lady I was working with and got super excited. We're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that, we're going to be doing the other. The email came in, it'll be £1,000. And I just thought, okay, might not be for today, but we're definitely going to do it. It's going to happen within 24 hours from there. So within 48 hours from the first conversation, somebody came up to me and said, do you know what, Pam, I need to work with you. There's £1,200. So within 48 hours, what I wanted had come in. So this is what is happening when you're asking for what you want when you get. But the key thing is to get excited and live as if. So you've got to act as though it's already happened. You've got to be as excited as though it's already happened. If you can get excited about it, you're going to close the time frame between asking and receiving.
Right.
To close that time frame, and some people call it a quantum leap, you need to get super, super excited and be acting as though it's already happened. So for me, there's lots of things that I would like, and there's things that at the moment are not in, they've not manifested themselves. Maybe I've not got enough money. Maybe the opportunity's not presented itself. But I know that those things are on their way to me. So I can get excited about them. I can get excited about each one of them. I can go and shop for them. I might not be able to make the financial exchange, but I can definitely go and shop for them. I can be in the places. I can go in the spaces. It's living your best life, living your life as though you've already received it. And if you can master that, and that can be quite a difficult thing for people, if you can master getting excited and living in that excitement, then you're going to close the gap.
Okay. So for me then, I would like to have a network of wellness centres where people will come for prevention rather than the cure once they have the chronic illness. So make sure that people don't get unwell in the first place, and use all the different modalities. Energy medicine, frequency medicine, supplementation, water, environment, lack of 5G, the protection, everything. I appreciate that I'm not physically ready yet for that to happen tomorrow. So I wouldn't manifest for me to own a network of clinics tomorrow. I'd have to start a bit smaller, but keep that in mind.
So just know that that's there. It's already there waiting for you in possibility. Everybody you need to make that happen is there in possibility. You just got to meet them. You've just got to hold that vision, keep that vision, and take the steps towards it. Talk about that vision and share it with everyone. Keep asking the universe, keep asking the divine, and connect to that vision every day. I no longer need to sit down and connect with my vision, because my vision is with me. It's me. I am my vision. It's all of me. And so the people that you speak to, the people, the rooms that you're in, everything will be guiding you towards that big vision. Just get excited, and that excitement will be shared. It will be shared. You'll put it out there, and the universe will bring you what you need. Just keep moving and keep your vision, and the universe will bring you what you need.
Which is wonderful, because when I talk about it, people can physically see it in me. They can see the passion. Yeah. They can see it excites me. They can see that that's really where I want to go and what I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
ask for what you need.
Yeah.
You might only be able to see the next step.
Yeah.
But whatever's in that next step, be very open about what you need and ask for what you need. If it's a person, when you meet that person, you ask for what you need. Ask for help. Get people to share your journey with you. And it will all just come together. Be open to where it's going to come from, because we ask the universe one thing and it can bring us something from a completely different direction. Yes. So it's keeping your vision wide open so that when an opportunity presents itself, that's the one that you need to take.
Yeah.
Because we can be looking over here, but it can be coming from over here. So we just need to keep our vision wide open.
It's just reminded me of something. I think I saw it on the telly the other day. And it is a religious thing. It was by a person who was religious that was saying it. They were stranded in some awful situation in a flooded area, I think, in the middle of nowhere. And they were very religious, and they were praying to God, saying, help me, help me. And somebody came up on a life raft. No, you're fine. God's going to help me. And then a couple of other modalities sent in, no, it's fine, God's going to help me. And he lost his life waiting for God to help him. Up at the pearly gates, asked God, and he said, well, I sent you this and I sent you that and I sent you the other. No. That's the sort of thing you're saying, isn't it? Is that we need to be open.
Absolutely. And lean into it. You'll feel whether it's the right thing to do or not. Yeah, yeah. So it can take a long time for things to happen, but it's just keep moving, moving. So I told you before that I was guided into property. Yes. And then I was guided to do this property course with this lady. And I went in, and the course was, it was at the Earl of Doncaster here. And it was a beautiful Art Deco hotel, beautiful room. And I was just blown away the minute I walked in. And it was years later, I receive a lot of guidance when I'm on long journeys and I'm driving by myself. And it just came to me, I'm going to run an event. And I'm going to run an event and it's just going to be like that. And it's going to empower, it's going to inspire. And for years after, I kept sitting down thinking, well, I'm going to run this event, and nothing came to me. And then I created the Universe Cafe in 2022, which was the vehicle to then start running events. So I started running events, Law of Attraction Cafe, Manifesting Money Cafe, business networking, business development days. And then in January, I was guided to create 100 Women, which is my Midland Hotel event on the 18th of April. And I have held on to that vision of that room that I walked in 9 years ago now. And what I am creating on the 18th of April is that room, but my room.
That's going to be so special. I can feel the goosebumps, actually.
Yeah. And I'm going to do for that 100 women what that lady did for the women in that room. Differently, because that was a property room.
Yeah.
This is going to be a general business room. But it's that's what I've just been guided to do. And it's so exciting.
Because you can see it.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
It's taken 9 years and I didn't even know it was a vision that I was holding, but apparently it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's dead excited.
So that had a serious impact on you, didn't it?
It did. Yeah.
And it's manifested itself in such a way that's in a tune with you. It resonates with what you're doing.
Yeah. And the best energy to be in when you want to ask for something and manifest something is to know what it is that you want, but not cling on to it as though you desperately need it. So people can say that they need money, but if you're desperate for the money, then you're just in lack and you're just pushing it away.
Right, yeah.
Whatever it is you want, you've got to want it, but it's more of a wouldn't it be nice if. It's not a need, it's a want. So I won a property award in 2021 and I was part of a property group, and a different property group. And I'd not seen the coach for 18 months, and he was flying all around the world buying property. He was really successful. And I kept seeing him on social media, and I was trying to be more active on social media. And I saw that he'd posted on the Thursday, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I could get in front of his students and tell them what I do? Friday, he was doing something else. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if I could get on his stage? Saturday, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I could get on his stage? Sunday, he rang me up. How would you like to get on my... It was obviously not quite like that. But then I flew to Lisbon so this was July, September. I flew to Lisbon and spoke to his students.
That's amazing.
I thought about it for 3 days and he offered it me on the Sunday. Now, I had to make that happen.
Yeah.
In that he offered it to me and I had to push it along to make sure that it did happen. But I had the wish, I had the dream, I had the wouldn't it be nice if, and then the opportunity presented itself and I grabbed it and ran with it. So
yeah, which fits in with the whole ethos of something that you really want, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because if all of a sudden he'd have said to you on that phone call, and you would have been like, well, I'm not that bothered actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that, how it comes from within.
Yeah.
I understand now why you're saying about the starting point being
you.
What's in here.
And love yourself.
And what's in here.
Yeah.
So I would imagine it helps a lot as well if you are surrounding yourself as much as possible with the right type of people.
Absolutely.
That don't have to have your vision, but have their own visions and their own energy.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Universe Cafe community is a community of like-minded people that all just want to follow their individual paths. A lot of them are service-based businesses wanting to make an impact.
Yes, I bet they are.
But not all of them. Not all of them. We've got some goods businesses and manufacturing businesses in there as well. Family-run companies that, it's a real passion project for them. It's not necessarily a service business, but there are a lot of people in there. But the key thing is it doesn't matter, and I'll take my really good friend Amanda's saying here, it doesn't matter whether you're selling toilet rolls or diamonds. You can do it from the same heart-centered place, love what you do, and, really have a passion project, come at it from joy and allow it to be that vehicle for you then to live your best life.
Yeah, I would agree with that completely.
Yeah.
The example of a toilet roll has just made me think, those brands nowadays that are a lot more eco-friendly, who would have thought, that would have even been a thing.
Yeah.
So, you're right. It really doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't.
As long as you have a good heart and are in it for good impact, that will be seen, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And you're gonna attract the right clients. So I'm very fortunate and blessed that in creating my own community, I have attracted people that are similar to me, heart-centered, soulful, want to make a big impact. And I'm going to say this, want to make a lot of money, because having been through worked in property, I have a very open conversation about money.
Yeah.
In my coaching in the world that I exist in, because money makes you more of who you are. Money is only currency. It's meant to pass through us. It's meant to flow through us. But money allows you to be more impactful, make memories, and the more that you have, the more you can share, and the more of an impact you can make. So I do not shy away from being very open about the fact that in business, we want to make, with integrity, a lot of money.
And I completely agree with that belief, mindset, totally. Because if you're a decent, heart-centered person and you're using your money for the business to do good things, why would the universe not want you to have more of it to do more good?
Absolutely.
And you need to have within your own life, within that, you can't be scratching around for every penny and struggling, because you're not going to be able to give as good as you need to. So I'm not suggesting that people should be greedy. That's the wrong energy completely. It's enough so that you can give the best of yourself. So I completely agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Wealth isn't only about money, in my opinion. Money is a small part of it.
Yeah.
The biggest part of wealth to me is your health.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no amount of money can buy that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It might get the best surgeon in the room, but if what you've got isn't treatable, doesn't matter, does it?
But going back to energy and health, if we are coming at things from our heart, integrity, our soul's purpose, with that beautiful energy and flow, how gorgeous is that for ourselves and our bodies, and wellness and overall physical health.
Yeah. It's got to reduce your cortisol, hasn't it? Which is a big culprit for all sorts of things that go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
And reduce your internal inflammation, which we all know now is massive in being derogatory to our health. So,
Yeah.
I congratulate you on what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
No,
I just feel really blessed that I've found this, or I've been given this, really. Actually, I've not found anything, I've been given it. And I feel very blessed that I've been given it. And I feel very blessed for every single person that's in my community and wanted to step forward for that. And I feel very blessed to be in the networks that I'm in and meet the beautiful people that I meet, include, I met you through a beautiful networking group.
Yeah.
I just feel very blessed that I can exist in all of this. It's wonderful.
And you've become open enough to receive all of that and unblinkered so that you can see it.
I'm all for everything. I'm for everything.
Yeah.
I'm open to receiving big time.
Which I guess doesn't happen overnight either.
No.
And starts here with, I am worthy of this.
Yeah. Because everybody stands on the shoulders of giants. It doesn't matter who it is. Einstein, Tony Robbins, every single person was started from the same thing and from the soul, from the shoulders of giants and from the divine and everything. They've created what they've created and, have impacted the world. I impact the world. You impact the world. One thing that I learned very early on, as part of my spiritual journey, was that I am no different to anybody else. I am an equal. And it doesn't matter who literally they are, past or present, I am an equal. And so one thing that I used to say to myself at the very, very beginning was, why not me? Why not me? But why not me?
Yeah.
I've been given and blessed with everything that the same as everybody else. So why not me? And so now I want to say, why not you? And why not you? And why not you? And why not you? So I want people to openly say, why not me? And just, there's no trick to it. We just have to be ourselves. And to be ourselves, we have to love ourselves. All of ourselves, warts and all. That's what you are. That's what you were given. So that's it.
Yeah. And that's the nub of it, really, isn't it? Yeah. It starts within.
Yeah.
And manifests out. How lovely. Oh, gosh, I've enjoyed that. What a lovely story you've got. And I love the literal colour representations that you used and the way you've described things. I think my audience is going to love this. Thank you, Pam.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you, Debs.